Hello, my name is Katrina Wyers. I'm a senior at Northeastern State University. I've decided to do my project on the management and leadership at a local Head Start. I started working at this Head Start in June. I've discovered from personal experience, friends, and reviews that this Head Start may be the less than ideal place to work or leave children. I'll use the opportunity to discover the shortcomings of the Head Start leadership team and identify ways they can improve their skills. I have colleagues that leave their children with this local early Head Start who's recently been hiring due to a high turnover rate. The goals, my goal is to understand where the child care facilities are falling short in leadership and how they can improve it. When people are trusting an organization to take care of their child every day, it's important to know that the children will not be adversely affected by the poor leadership. I want to know my child will benefit from an organization. Children are our future, so whenever I have a child, I intend to leave them in the care of a professional, or I contribute and continue to contribute to the workforce. I've been told that this early Head Start lacks in leadership, communication, and teamwork. The management is often scattered and rushed. The director often comes into classrooms and telling teachers that they must turn in paperwork right away. It's the director's job to inform the teachers when their paperwork is due in a timely manner. The director frequently rushes around with a hurried and anxious demeanor, asking people to do things right away, failing to inform them in advance. This pressures the teachers and takes time away from doing things with the children. Many times the director will leave the site so the teachers that have questions, she's nowhere available to ask the questions. The directors will be gone at hours at a time. When there's a problem at the Head Start and the teachers are in need of someone hired to make a decision, the director will be nowhere to be found. Communication is a big problem from the Head Start. There's very little positive communication or communication at all between management and employees. Management's often behind on paperwork because they do not tell teachers in advance when they need things to be turned in. The director will speak to teachers in a condescending tone. She'll make confusing remarks, and when someone tries to get clarity, she'll speak to them like they're unintelligent. The director will tell the teacher one thing, and then management above her will say another. The director will often make decisions that have flaws, and when the employees will point out a flaw, she will not recognize them as an issue. The director often repeats things to the teacher, telling them to do things they've already done. Many workers at the Head Start don't act as a team. The director will not help in the classrooms unless upper management is watching. Teachers will not help each other with paperwork even if they're caught up. The director will not take any responsibility for anything bad that happens. If something is not done or was done incorrectly, instead of taking responsibility, she'll blame an employee and say that it's because they're new, so that she doesn't get reprimanded. New teachers that are hired are encouraged not to be friends with coworkers and just do their job. Higher management recommends that teachers do not be friends in or out of the Head Start. The entire Head Start acts like their own individual person, responsible for their own stuff. Um, it's stressful conditions with all the things that happen when the Head Start have trouble with leadership and communication and teamwork. It's very possible that this could affect the children that attend as well as their parents. The Head Start is funded by the government. When things aren't communicated about being turned in or if they're late, the Head Start could lose their funding. If the Head Start loses their funding, this will affect the children because this is the only place they have to go while their parents work. It will affect the parents because they would have to find alternative care for their children. They'd have to pay for that out of pocket. And this will put a strain on the parents, which causes stress for the child. The children will then be unhappy and lose vital time that they need to learn and grow. These children can be our possible doctors in the future, lawyers, police officers, and or many other professional contributing to society. It's important that everyone does their part to help these children get education and socialization that they need. Everyone should work together to keep this organization open to help children all over. Being a team and working together is an important facet of doing your part. If there's no teamwork, there will be no collaboration for employees to share ideas. There would be no encouragement from each other, and possibly there would be tension developing. Management seems to have the idea that a team doesn't really progress the performance phase because everyone has become too comfortable. I'm using information from my organization leadership core classes to incorporate positive leadership and communication. I'm currently acting as a leader for coworkers and encouraging the director to look into her own leadership practices into her to help the organization. I'm using the opportunity to look into the shortcomings of the Head Start leadership team and find ways they can improve their skills. The top 6 skills that make a great leader or a manager are leadership, communication, collaboration, critical thinking, finance, and project management. The management at my Head Start's lacking many of these crucial skills. Leadership's important because without the ability to be an effective team leader, employee morale can suffer. This is exactly what's happening at my Head Start. The management is not the management is at the Head Start is not able to be effective team leaders. The director doesn't allow the employees to act like teams. Another one of the skills that the Head Start's lacking is proper communication. Proper communication is crucial for effective and efficient leadership. The director at the Head Start is required to collaborate with other team members along the corporate ladder. The director does not communicate with staff members, other members of leadership, or upper management. She frantically tells people just prior to deadlines that they need to be doing and what they need to be doing and what paperwork needs to be turned in. Head Start teachers all have the same goal of teaching children, helping them grow, and helping them become successful in school and life. Leadership and management are very important in running and working at a child care facility. The Head Start I'm working at needs to consider improvement in management skills and leadership skills. Leadership skills and management systems and fostering teamwork are all important aspects I advocate in order to focus on enhancing the Head Start. This is why this has become a very important project for me. I hope to further investigate it and have a full report. Thank you so much.